Back. Well, if you are looking to go a little crazy with some shopping and outdoor fun this weekend, well, the perfect event is happening in Le Mars, Iowa. Saturday, the city will close 3 downtown streets for its 7th annual Crazy Days. It's a day that encourages people to get outside and spend some time with others in the community and, of course, shop local. Many stores will offer some extended discounts to help clear out summer inventory and make room for all the fall.
Years past, we've had some of the stores tell us that they had every cash register filled with a line, and their cashiers didn't get a break for 2 or 3 hours because they were so busy with people checking out. And that's what we want to hear. That's what we want for these businesses.
In its first year, Crazy Days brought in about 300 to 400 people to Le Mars. However, this year they are expecting a big crowd, 1,300 to 1,500 people. And shop owners work together to help prepare for and really just handle the big traffic that's coming in.
We have a great relationship with the other owners downtown. We 100% believe in community over competition because that's just what's going to make our community that much more stronger.
We have a wonderful chamber that keeps us all organized, and we really love that.
All right, sounds like it's going to be a fun one. Crazy Days downtown celebration will also feature nearly 100 street vendors selling handmade products, and the event will take place tomorrow in Le Mars from 8 a.m. until 3 in the evening. We'll still